This adjustment is a seated thumb radius push distal forearm grasp for a P to A glide restriction in pronation of the radial head. In this adjustment, we're going to be influencing the radial head P to A. So in our palp here, we're going to find that radial head. Remember that in our palpation, we found that radial head over here on this posterior aspect of the elbow. We'll use a thumb contact on that radial head. And then I'm going to induce pronation in the wrist here with this contact. This contact does have you bringing the elbow into a lock and then putting a force only through your thumb, which is in contact on that radial head. What I don't want is for you to be contacting that olecranon process in any way and then thrusting through that olecranon process. It's very painful for our patients if we do that. Additionally, it's been my experience that in doing this style of an adjustment, patients get kind of anxious if their arm's out here and you're kind of loading through. So the way that I combat this is I bring my patient's arm in front of them. Sometimes they're being able to see where your contact is and how you're manipulating that joint. Will let them relax just a little bit, okay? This adjustment looks like this. So I've got a thumb contact on that radial head. I've added some pronation here at the wrist, and then I'm going to induce a little bit of a force here, and then it's a straight P to A force on that radial head. It's not uncommon to get a little bit of an audible with this style of an adjustment, so be aware of that, and don't be too anxious if you do experience that little bit of an audible or cavitation. So this was a seated thumb radius push distal forearm grasp for a P to A glide restriction in pronation of the radial head.